Got a 2002 Pontiac Grand Am. We've had the window attachment clips break. Also the regulator is bad. Today we're going to show repairing the window attachment clips. What commonly happens with these windows is this attachment clip here. It's plastic and it just eventually snaps off. And there's two of these. One over here that I've already started working on. But we're going to today figure out how to get these things off of there. I've seen some internet videos that talk about trying to heat up this epoxy here with a heat gun and then get a razor blade under here and scrape that out. I've tried that. It doesn't work the greatest. So what I do is I take a hacksaw, and we'll show you how I run the hacksaw blade parallel with the glass and cut off one side. One very important step, I can't overstate the importance of this, is you want to very carefully mark the location of this existing clip. Go around the sides, I'd recommend on both sides of the window, with a Sharpie and do the best you can at getting a mark there. That's going to be very important because the new clip has to go exactly in the same location. This is the other side that I've already taken the hacksaw to and gone along parallel with the glass and cut this piece off. I've actually put just a little bit of duct tape on the bottom of my saber saw just to kind of cushion the impact of the saw against the glass. I'm sure there are other tools that could be used here. You could probably use a Sawzall or very carefully some kind of grinder to get this clip off of there. Okay, what you want to do is get your hacksaw turned like this, and then you're going to want to bring this up here and start to cut. Now you'll get about halfway and then it may not want to go anymore. Then you're going to take the hacksaw, flip it around, and start with the other side. Eventually you'll meet in the middle and that clip will just fall off of there. Then you're going to have to flip this window over and do the same thing to the other side. And then we'll take it from there. Okay, I've got one side sawed off on both of these clips. So now I've flipped the window over. You can see on this side that clip has been sawed off and it left it pretty clean. So just flip the window over, do the same thing to the other side, and then when you've got those all cut off, there'll just be a little bit of residue that you need to scrape off and you'll be ready to go. Again, can't overstate the importance of carefully marking the location of the old clips so the new ones go exactly the same way. Also note the orientation of the bolt. The clip goes on either one way or another, and you're going to want to be careful to make sure that it's right, because you're going to epoxy these things on and you can't change it once you've got them glued on. What we have here is the Dorman window sash attachment kit. Part number is shown here, 38480. And we'll open this up and we'll show you that there's enough parts in here for two different common styles of window attachment clips. You're only going to need two out of these four for your particular window. One of these for each window. These are the new clips.
Can I get a shout out in the video?
Sure, Ashley gets a shout out. These are the new clips that we're going to want to use for this particular style of window. These also came in the package, but they do not fit this particular model of car. This is the kind of clip that was on this particular model of car. So in that case, these are the proper clips for the job. These came in the package, but they will not be used, so you can either trash them or save them for the next time in case you get a new car. This is what it looks like when you've got both sides cut off with the saber saw. There's a little bit hanging on the bottom, but that'll usually just pry right off of there. And then we're going to take a rasp, putty knife, razor blade, whatever it takes to scrape off what's left There, it doesn't take too much then. Then I sometimes just use the blade out of a wood rasp like this, and just use that to pick off the heavy stuff, and then finish up with a razor blade, and you've got it all clean. Again, can't overstate the importance of marking very carefully where those old clips were with a Sharpie. I've got it all cleaned off now with starting with a wood rasp to get the big stuff, finishing with a razor blade to just pick off the film, and then we're going to clean this thoroughly, apply a little epoxy, and slip the new clips on. This is a JB Weld epoxy product that clearly states on there that it is for glass. So we'll go ahead and mix up a little bit of that and put these two clips on. Now these new clips have a specific orientation, so you need to be careful. You don't want to put this clip on backwards. In this case, that would be wrong, and once it's glued on there, it's going to be quite a job to get it off. So make sure that you note the way the old clips were on there. Basically, you can usually hold the old piece up to it. It's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, and you'll know which way it went on, and then just remember how that was on there. Put the new clips on the same way. Mix up a little epoxy here. Got a thin layer of epoxy on there now. Make sure I've got the clip in the right direction. Put it on exactly where it used to be, and then push it on in there. May have to just lightly tap it into place, but that's the next step. There's the completed job. Now let that epoxy set for about 5 or so minutes. Carefully install it. Should dry completely overnight, and you're ready to go.